Hi everybody. So if you've been following this far, this is now going to be part 3 of the section of fast factoring of polynomials, particularly trinomials. Now, if you factored before, then what we're about to do, this 3x squared plus 13x plus 4, and then the 5x squared plus 13x minus 6, can be a beast to get through to try to factor using trial and error method or the AC method or factor by grouping, or even synthetic factoring. It's all hard. It takes a while, right? It's cumbersome. Now, before I launch into this, I've been showing this whole fast factor thing where you draw the giant X and you factor all that stuff and whatnot. And I've dedicated to my colleague, Jae Song. Now, before Jae Song came to town, my students we had this factoring competition every spring around Pi Day, all right, as part of Math Week here at UVU. And historically, my students actually did pretty well. You know, they won quite a few of these competitions. And then Jae Song came to town, and he started showing his students his approach to factoring, and they would take first, second, third, fourth, fifth place. Just clean house every semester, or every year. Drove me nuts. So I asked him a secret, and he shared it with me, and that's what I've been sharing with you. Now, are my students winning competitions now? Nah, he's still the king. But mine at least are breaking into the top 5 again, which, you know, that says something. That's kind of cool. So, by the way, come March, if you're taking my online math class, and if you want to do this factoring competition, this factoring bee, they do it every spring term around March sometime. And students taking college algebra on down are eligible for this. Okay, so this is designed to be for an intermediate algebra classroom, this video that I'm making. So if you're a UVU student and want to compete, here's your chance, if you're fast. So let's see if you get this one right. Backing out your way, okay? Go ahead and hit pause if you want, if you haven't already tried this. But I'm going to do this one using a fast factoring approach. All right. It's when the leading coefficient isn't a 1, and remember, rule of thumb, greatest common factor, I don't have one this time. So I'm stuck with a leading coefficient that's not a 1. And that's been an issue, or that hasn't been an issue yet, but now it will be, which means factoring is going to get tougher. Well, let's take a look. Take factors of 3 that are close together. All right, 3 times 1 is your only option there. Factors of a positive 4 that are close together. We'll go 2 and 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 6, oh, that's 8. So I do not have the right factors, right? So 2 and 2's out. So I purposely kind of messed this up so we can see what happens if it isn't. Well, let's examine this actually a little further. My mental number needs to get clear up to 13, right? And basically 3 and 4, those are kind of smaller numbers, so somehow I need to work out the configuration so that when I multiply numbers together and add up the products, they need to get up to 13. So I'm going to be using 4 and 1 as my next option. If I put a 4 here and the 1 there, that's only going to get me to 7. But if I put a 4 here on the bottom and the 1 here, check this out. 3 times 4 is 12. I'm already really close to 13, right? 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 plus 12 is 13. So I've got it. I've got my factors out here. It's going to be 3x plus 1 and x plus 4. Boom, done. Now let's take a look at what I have down here. By the way, I've got 6 parts to this section of factoring trinomials. Okay, so this is only part 3. So yeah, there's a more coming if you want to check them out. 5x squared plus 13x minus 6. Factors of 5, well, 5 is a prime number, so 5 and 1 are my only options. With negative 6, now since that's negative, one of these guys needs to be positive, one of them needs to be negative. Usually you want to start with factors close together, so let's go 3 and 2. For starters, maybe the 2 is negative. So 5 times a negative 2 is a negative 10. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus a negative 10 is a negative 7. So that's not the right combination. So maybe if we swap places with 3 and 2. Okay, I made the 3 positive. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times negative 2 is a negative 2. Negative 2 plus 15 is positive 13, which is what I wanted. So there are the factors that I want. And 5x minus 2, x plus 3 are the factors that I want. Did this show up on the screen? Yeah, it did. All right, part 4 coming up.